Last week we talked about a woman who had an issue for some years, but yet the Bible tells us during those years she was able to throw money at her problem until her money just did her no good. So what does that tell us? This was a woman who had some money. That's who we talked about last week. But today we're talking about a woman who is poor. You know, these different women that we bring out from the Bible, I don't know how it is that a woman would not be able to say, hey, listen, I can relate to what's happening in a person's life, because for those who have had money and was able to completely just keep throwing money at the problem, they should be able to relate when, okay, no matter how much money I threw at it, it did not work. And then here's a woman she has no money, but yet there's something about her that the Bible wants us to know. So that's what we're talking about today. And like so many other women in the Bible, the person doesn't have a name. All right? She doesn't have a name. All right? But she's a woman that the Lord took note of. Check that out. He observed. He pointed out her actions. Because the Bible don't even tell us that she had a conversation with him. That's what's interesting about this woman. We learn several things about her. She's a widow, so there's no man supporting her life. She's poor, right? Because you don't have to be a widow and automatically be poor. There's some rich widows. But the Bible doesn't tell us that she had a conversation with the Lord. It was a woman that he took notice of. Now, listen, all the years that I've known the story of the widow's mite, I never stopped to think that he was not in conversation with her. You know, that's why they tell us that the Bible is alive and forever moving, because you can know different things about the Bible and you know it from one perspective. But then you grow, and as you're reading, some other truths come out of it. This is merely a day that Jesus has been busy in the temple. And while he's busy in the temple, he started people watching. How many times have you heard anybody tell us in our hearing the gospel? There was a day that the Bible writes about when Jesus just started people watching. I am not a people watcher, but there are a lot of people who like to go places and, just observe the people. Well, when you go back and read about this woman, check out those different things. All right, so he was talking with his disciples. He was giving them understanding about what's happening and what's going on. And then the Bible tells us that he went and sat by the treasury that's in the temple. Well, I did a little studying about the treasury. What would that mean, Because you would think the treasury would be somewhere behind the scenes, right? But no, it was a donation box. That was another term, how to term it. So this woman without a husband, this woman who had no money, he observed her. And her actions were so beautiful in his perspective. He commented on her. He told the disciples, hey, come here, check this out. I can picture him pointing this woman's actions out in joy because it shocked him. So today, even though my beautiful administrator is not with me, I do have a question for you. And the question is first going to be, how healthy are you spiritually? So when we open the mics, that's what we're going to talk around the round table today, because it was the spiritual health of this woman as a giver that the Lord took note of.